What's up, pack members? It's Rare Spirit Elf here. Sorry about the long time to introduce, but it's time for another Let's Play series. So this time, we're going to be playing Okami and Okami HD. Now, just so you know, I'm not completely new to this game. I actually just beat it last night, and I thought I'll do a Let's Play of it. So, yeah. So whatever the case, let's continue. Well, I say continue, but so yeah, I just beat it last night. So now we're gonna start from beginning. And before I start, I do want to mention this. I will try not to you know. Hang on, what's the difference? Oh wow. Yeah. So. I will try to do this series, without having to, resort to anything, which I think I can do this without any walkthroughs, so that's cool. Also, I forget to mention I did a no-death run last night. Well, first time playing Okami, did a no-death run without trying, so that was pretty cool. Now, just so you know, this is going to be probably a shorter episode because, this is just a pilot episode, but much like my Twilight Princess Let's Play series, I'm going to try to limit these videos, or each video, to under like 20 minutes-ish. So, and also, I don't know how many episodes this series is actually going to have, but whatever the case, it still should be pretty fun. So, before I start, or much like I said for Twilight Princess Let's Play, I do not take credit for this game. And all gameplay, music, and all that good stuff in this game goes to Capcom. And this is my favorite game by Capcom. So yeah, Capcom, thank you for making this really great game. I love your work. And with that out of the way, no credit taken, let's start our new adventure. And I will read text, so let's see what happens.
I'll turn the volume a little bit.
Long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nested in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet bird was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranyu. I'll call him Shiranyu, yeah. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt up with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy, he spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying head, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed headward and unleashed a mighty howl. Sorry, that's the garage door opening. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above gleamed off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his sacred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark. then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranyu's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to his tale than most people know. 100 years have passed since Nagi and Shiranyu's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that vanished to Dread Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power. And the sky goes black. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Wood Sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Reawaken. Okami Amaterasu. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother, and the origin of that is Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior whose great sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the earth has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon, but never have the circumstances been worse than they are at the very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Oh! Oh! Hee. Ah ha 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 ha! Phew! What on earth? You again? Ow, 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 ow! Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Eason. Wandering artist Eason. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Okay. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. Got it? Got it. You look just like that statue of Sharonju. Whoa! What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isin. I'm going to use my prized sword and Kamaru against you. What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh great God Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That Sakya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. That girl said that. If you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're going to reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. What am I talking about? Well, pack members, that's just about us in this first episode. I know I didn't get any gameplay in this video, but then again, this game's intro is very long, so yeah. But anyway, that's no big deal. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, this is Spirit the Alpha signing out. I'll see you guys back in the pack.